Hey Pisces, welcome. So happy new year. In this reading, we're going to look at the astrological houses and get clarity on all areas for a successful 2025. So watch your sun, moon, and rising signs to get the most complete picture. And this is a timeless reading, even though it says 2025. So anytime you come across this and watch it, there may be messages here for you. So let's start with first house with attitude, self-personality. All right, so... Alright, so I do see you enjoying many celebrations this year. So I feel like you're going to feel good about yourself and you're going to look good as well. So if there's anything that you may have been wanting to change or to try out with your looks and your style, I would say to go for it, because I think that you're going to be pleasantly surprised about that and what you look like and the response that you get. All right, so we have move forward and defend self. Yeah, like if you want to go for it, if you want to, grow your hair out, or if you want to cut your hair, like those types of things, you want to change your style, go for it. You're going to like it. All right, so let's move to second house with our personal finances and possessions. So what do we have there? Okay, thank you. Oh, it fell. Here it goes. All right, so we have Emperor in reverse. So give me some clarification on that. Okay, whoa. All right, so we have the Knight of Wands in reverse, and then we have the Two of Swords in reverse. Okay, so I feel like you know what it is that you need to do, but you are going to struggle a little bit as it relates to that. So I feel like for some of you, this may be like a huge decluttering, maybe like, so I'm hearing like for storage or something, you might decide to just let that go, or you may lose it, or, yeah. So like major decluttering in some way. And also, let me go back because I started going down into something, but let me bring it back up. But yeah, so again, you may have a little bit of a challenge this year as it relates to your personal finances and you getting that plan to get yourself back on track. So I feel like it's sort of like a plan that is needed to help and assist here. And you deciding on a direction, but I feel like, give me clarity on this too. Give me clarity on the Swords in reverse, because I feel like you have the plan, but for some reason you're not implementing it. Thank you. All right, yeah, so this is also about, okay, so you're being guided to only take calculated risks. Okay, so if something seems like you're gonna flip money or like a get rich quick type of thing, that's not the move. Okay, so you definitely want to just be taking calculated risks. Okay, so that would be risks that you've researched thoroughly, you've done the background work, and you're feeling really great and confident about it. Not just, somebody saying like, all right, so I got this plan here that, if you give me this, then I'm gonna flip it and give you that. Like, no. All right, but you can do what you want to do. You have free will here, but just showing you what's going to come. So we have sixth house with establishing a foundation, health, daily life, and practical details. So absolutely, that's what I was seeing as far as you like not necessarily like having that plan strong enough and grounded to move forward. So in that case, that's something that you do want to focus on, and you do want to create a strong foundation, strong plan, using practical steps, okay? Like steps and actions that you are inspired to do, that you want to do, that you can commit to doing, and have them small enough so that you can accomplish things along the way and you can achieve goals. And so like there's steps along the way, and you see the progress that you're making, and you enjoy and you celebrate those moments. When you reach that tiny milestone, celebrate it. And I'm not saying like, okay, if you're saving, you're trying to save, $1,000 and you save 100. All right, so now it's time to blow. I'm gonna blow 50 of that. No, that's not what I'm saying. Okay, so I mean celebrate, and okay, maybe it's having ice cream. You haven't had that in a while. So, or, you know, something to that effect, like something small that's not going to break the bank, that, you know, it is just like a small, like, congratulations for the hard work that you've put in so far, and that motivates you and inspires you to keep going. That's what I'm saying. Okay. All right. Okay, yeah, so definitely you need to move forward on that plan here, okay? So that's another confirmation here about, like, yeah, get a plan, get passionate about it, and again, like, make it so you are passionate about it. Don't just like, okay, I'm gonna save $1,000, I'm not gonna spend no money at all, I'm just gonna do it. Like, no, that's not something you feel passionate about. Maybe like, okay, I need to save $1,000, so I'm gonna do $1,000 a month, and then you know, or maybe you decide, well, I can't really do that, but I can save, I'm gonna split it in 12 instead of splitting it into 10 months. So then that's a little less that you need to save every month, but it's more manageable and you feel good about it, and you know and trust that you can accomplish it. So that's what I'm talking about like having a plan that works for you and then like getting started on it. Okay. So let's move to third house with communications and learning. So let's just do communications. I like that. So what do we have for communications here? What do we have for Pisces? Okay. All right. Okay. So I feel like some of you, like, maybe turning your back on someone or a relationship or partnership. Yeah. So you may have like, so you may have a plan there, at least, to, like, you know, make some moves, because this is about like seeing the vision and seeing it fully and completely, which you as a Pisces, very spiritual, I know you will. So seeing that full vision, allowing yourself to see the full scope of possibility, and recognizing that, you know, you need to take that first step. So yeah, seeing that full plan and taking steps toward it. Okay. So let's see. Give me something else here, specifically for communications. Okay. All right. Yeah. So I feel like, as it relates specifically to communication, I would call in some of your divine feminine qualities here to help you with those communications and your plans. Okay, so compassion, emotional intelligence, and that's in general for everyone. So I don't know why I always say that with the divine feminine qualities, but just go with it. Okay, emotional intelligence, empathy, understanding. Okay. So yeah, those are all components that are going to help you. And you may even need, like on here for some of you, because I know like with some jobs you do need a actual communication plan. So just depending on how you're applying this, that may be an approach for you, so that you can stay on track with your communication, so that you cannot like say the side shit that you really want to say and communicate. You know, this is about like staying on track and staying focused and staying positive. Okay, so maybe that's your plan right there for your communications this year. Okay, so yeah, it's about like really delving into that and taking the steps toward it. Okay, so what influence do we have here? All right, so we have South Node with destined to release. Okay. So I feel like, yeah, there are things that you do want to say, but I feel like for you also, there is this process of you being a better communicator and being more emotionally intelligent. So what is your plan towards that? Okay. So yeah, really thinking that through, because this is like a lifetime type of things here that we're looking at. So maybe there's some things that you do need to release as it relates to the way that you communicate. And this is for your highest good. Okay. So let's move to fourth house. And I'm going to first look at South Node All right, yeah, because we have it right here. So yeah, let me just get some more information here. So what about South Node? What else? Okay, yeah, so it's like there's a better way to communicate. There's a better way to share information. There's a better way to do what it is that you're doing. And I'm even hearing like for some of you, there's like spells and things that you're concocting and all of that. And it's like, that's not the move here. And you can do whatever you want. You have free will. But I'm just saying, for your highest good, for success in 2025, like you're really being guided to clean that up, to let the light come in. And light is clarity and truth and honesty and goodwill for everyone, not just you, and trying to force things to your will and what you want, but like what is for my highest good. And that is something that is for everybody's highest good. Okay, so when you're operating in that type of energy, that's what happens. What needs to happen for your highest good and everyone else's. So it's about like staying focused in that type of energy for success. All right, so we have stability, persistence, loyalty, and dependability with fixed. So maybe call in those fixed signs energy. Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo. Yeah, calling in those types of energies to assist you with learning those lessons, with growing and expanding. All right, so let's also look at home and family here in the 4th house. We have for that. Thank you. All right. Okay. So I do see a little bit of struggle, and you also feeling like and thinking like you're not prepared for what's coming here. But trust that you are. You have everything that you need in this moment to handle the situation and what comes your way. Okay? Again, you think that you're not ready. You think that you need this or you need that or you need your partner or you need it. Like, no, you have what you need to be successful and to learn what you need to learn out of that current situation. If you don't know it, then that's by design. You're not ready to know it at that time. So you do the best that you can do with what you have. Staying on a higher vibration, choosing unconditional love, using emotional intelligence in your communications and resolving things in the home. And so this is about you becoming one with your partner and yourself. So we can look at this in 2 ways. And first looking at it with this being you here, and you growing and expanding your spiritual connection, your connection with source, your connection with your higher self, your connection with your guides, and your connection with your angels. That's what this is about. Or it could be you renewing that connection with your partner or finding a partner. Okay? Where you do feel like you both are on a high vibration and high frequency. And if this is a new partner or a partner, it could be someone that looks different from you, like a different race, or they could be a different class as well. They could have a different background, different culture. They could be from a different state or location or country even. So yeah, this is about something different and that coming together here. Okay. Or again, your higher self. So there's 2 beautiful areas to focus on and to grow in. All right, so we also have Mercury with thinking, learning, networking, and communicating. I love that because we talked at length about communication and being more emotionally intelligent and communicating in a more constructive way. So you're being guided to do that in the home and family. And allow yourself, just recognize and realize when you may be feeling a little overly defensive, when you could be focusing that energy and those feelings on resolving the conflict and thinking of a solution that works for everyone. Okay, so spend the time on that. Okay, so we're going to move the 5th house with our children. So So let's see what we have there with children. Okay, so yeah, it's continued work, but you got this. You put in so much work already, and this is just a continuation of that work. So we love that, and we know that. What influence do we have here? All right, so we have the 4th house with culture and family roots, home, peace, and comfort. So yeah, you have that 4th house influence, and we're all in the 5th house with children. So it's all tying together. So what we talked about for the 4th house is what is also going to allow you to be successful in the 5th house. That emotional intelligence, that constructive communication, that vulnerability and calling in those divine feminine aspects, compassion, empathy, all of that. Okay, so let's move to 6th house. All right, so let's first look at Chiron. So this is what you're working on in this lifetime. Now, what are you healing? Okay, so okay, all right. So there may be like childhood issues that you are healing in this lifetime. One, it could be also your preparedness, your readiness, your strength, your leadership, all of those skills that are going to allow you to execute ideas successfully. So yeah, this is about like I'm hearing some of you lacking the motivation to explore and expand and execute ideas, and this is in this lifetime something you came here to address. Okay, so also this is about you really moving into that luxurious, wealthy energy and allowing yourself to connect on that frequency and vibration, so that that abundance can come through to you. Yeah, so those are all areas that you are working through and healing this lifetime. So what else? So we have 1st house with your self-image and approach to life. Oh, I love that. So there's also some things there about your personality, your self-esteem, your self-confidence, your self-love, your self-worth, your value that you have for yourself, that you're also healing. I love that. And if you are and do consider yourself to be a really self-confident, strong leader, then that's beautiful, and that's something that you can utilize when we get to looking at North Node. Okay, so that's something that you can do. So just remember that when we get to North Node, that's something that you can use to be successful. All right. Okay, so what else do we have? All right, let's look at work environment. So what do we have for work environment? Okay. All right. Okay. So we have a little bit of challenge there and struggle, but it's all training. It's all allowing you to be a better you, to be a better leader, to be a better communicator, to be a better boss, to be successful when you decide that you want to be an entrepreneur and a CEO and you want to have your own business and implement your own business lines. Yeah, this is all practice for that. And if you are already there, then it's about just remembering to resolve the conflicts that come to you in a constructive way. Okay. What influence do we have here? All right, so we have the 5th house with passion, play, children, confidence, and creativity. I love that. So these are all characteristics that you can utilize to help you to resolve issues and be successful. And I feel like maybe even taking, because there is an indication here that there may be things that are taken too seriously at times. So we have play here, we have passion, we have creativity. So think outside the box a little bit rather than internalizing the focus on, oh, well, you just don't like me, so you pointed out all this stuff wrong in my report. No. Say, okay, you know what, that's fine. Yeah, this and this I agree with. We can adjust this, we can change this, and just keep it moving. Make the changes and keep it moving. Okay. So it's about like really letting go, not letting yourself get too bogged down in the negativity, but accepting what lessons you can learn and the opportunities you do have to grow, and making the changes and moving on. Okay, so give me one card for health, please, because I'm not a medical doctor, so I don't typically talk about health, but I am just going to get one card to see if there's any information that you do have for us. Okay, so yeah, I'm hearing like, I feel like it's not as difficult for you to stay physically fit or to get into a physical routine, but it's about committing to that and committing to your goals. So what fitness and health goals do you have for yourself this year? Because it's about starting to plant those seeds now and nurturing them so that it does and you do accomplish the goals that you have. Okay, I love that. So let's move to 7th house, and we have Juno along with our partnership, close relationships, and marriage. So just give me some information there, Pisces. Thank you. All right, so we definitely have some opportunity to renew that passion and to find that love that you desire. So I feel like even if you're single and you don't necessarily find your life partner, there's still a lot of opportunity to experience passion and fun and playfulness and just enjoy yourself and enjoy each other's bodies. Okay, so there's definitely that opportunity here. And then if you are in a partnership, then again, it's the same thing. It's, time to continue with those explorations. But Pisces, I know you got this already, so I don't got to tell you that, but yeah, just incorporate more fun and passion into your love life with your partner. Okay, love that. Self-explanatory. All right, and we have Scorpio. I love it. You cannot make this up, right? That intensity, that passion. Yeah, and then like getting rid of shit that just is not important. Because it's about like just love. So whatever doesn't fit, doesn't go with that, really work on letting that go. Because if you are committed and you want to be in that partnership, you both are committing to that, then you may need to make some concessions and like really decide is it really that important? Okay, and you know that, and you will answer that. And if it is, it is, and it is. But if it's not, then you will let it go. All right, so let's move on to our 8th house. So I'm going to look at like joint resources, other people's money, things like that. But I also want to look at Pluto with our transformation and change. So let's start with those joint resources. So what do we have there, please? What do we have there? Thank you. Whoa, okay. All right. Okay, so I feel like there's definitely opportunity for this to be positive here and for you to make some strides for your plans and the financial goals that you do set out for yourself. But I do see that like it may take a setback or two, like needing to have that communication, like I thought we agreed that this is what we were going to do, but you went and spent this, so now that kind of messes us up a little bit here. So yeah, so I do see like a little bit of setbacks, a little bit of challenges happening, so you do need to be mindful of what's going on and what's happening. But again, there is this opportunity to get back on track or to stay on track and to accomplish your goals. And so you can also apply this, like if you manage investments or you have like portfolios or something to that effect, you can also apply it to that. So this can be for a corporate situation or for someone managing others' money, or it can be like personal, okay? All right, and we have that Taurus influence with trust, patience, and sensuality. Okay, so yeah, what is the example I just said? And so that could definitely be considered a breach of trust if you're working towards something and then like all of a sudden it's not there and you don't know nothing, and it's like the other person's like, oh well, yeah, I did buy that TV. know what I mean? So it's about really like connecting and communicating with each other, and both partners trusting each other that you are working towards your goals, and having that patience to do the work to achieve your goals, because you're going to be successful if you put in the effort. Okay, so let's look at transformation and change now. So what do we have in that area for our Pisces? Thank you, I love it. All right, so there is an indication here that someone may be coming back from the past, but it is up to you. So you're being guided to okay, so the way that I'm hearing this is that you're being guided to do something different. So I'm taking that to mean that in the past you have reconnected with this person, you have given them a chance, but you're being guided to do something different this time when they come back. Okay, so you know what that is, and you know what that means, and you're being guided toward it. And that is where your blessings lie, when you do something different. When you say, you know what, I've been on this merry-go-round and I'm getting off of this merry-go-round. That is where your blessings come in. So I'm gonna leave it right there. And we have sextile with a combination of tension and flow, potential, and a rewarding situation when you make the choice that you designed for yourself to make. Okay, so yeah, there's definitely like, and I know everybody's going to do what they want to do. We all have free will, and you're going to make your own choices, but just recognize and understand that if you don't get off that merry-go-round, then you're going to have that tension. It may seem for a minute that things are flowing, but trust, that tension going to be there. Them challenges going to still persist. Like, you're not going to get off that merry-go-round doing the same thing. You're not. Okay. All right. So let's see. Let's move on to our 9th house. All right. So here I want to look at North Node now and see where you should apply your talents, or where you should focus your talents. All right. Yeah, so I feel like you are a charismatic leader, okay? And I feel like sometimes that doesn't shine through because of, okay, how do I want to say this? So don't me when I say this, but it's like you will get, like, you are with the shits, basically. So if somebody piss you off, if there's some drama going on, you're gonna come in and be like, somebody's not getting treated correctly, and we can't have that here. So you're definitely gonna speak up and speak your mind. But there is this gentle nudge, this guidance that, we want to be more professional in the workplace, or we just want to be mindful about the way that we do communicate, and ensure that our communications are constructive and professional. And even applying that to a family situation or a personal situation, it's about like really raising the vibration on that communication and really, speaking in a constructive way. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. If not, leave me a comment and I'll explain it more to you, but I think you get where I'm going and what I'm saying. Okay, so also, let's see what else here. All right, so those are talents you're developing, and I feel like there's definitely as you are growing and developing, just be on the lookout for different approaches and different options that come in. So it's about connecting with your intuition and your higher self, and opening yourself up to the messages that you receive. Because I also feel like you're going to be thinking that people are going to be thinking things about you, but they're not. Or they may say it, but they're not really worried about it. They're just gossiping or just saying stuff. Because these two are not even focused on him, and he's very much focused on them and what they're doing and monitoring them. So it's about you just looking at those different approaches, opening yourself up to change, and allowing that change to flow, and allowing that abundance to come to you. And these are lessons. You're learning all your lessons and taking all your lessons in stride. And it's making you a better you. And you a more authentic you. Okay. So what influence do we have here? All right, so we have the 12th house. So this is your house, Pisces. You coming through to be you. Spirituality, transcendence, karma, sacrificial service, and healing. Okay, so I love that. And again, we have just an area where you're looking to grow and develop. And these are all amazing areas, but that's who you are. So you're here to develop and grow yourself and be more of who you are. And I feel like that's true for everyone, but you in particular, especially since we have your house here. Yeah, it's about growing and expanding your spirituality. And I'm going to say, like, even maybe like your spiritual gifts and you being financially free using your spiritual gifts. So there's definitely like a lot of opportunity there. It's just a matter of exploring it and exploring what makes you feel good and makes you feel happy and what you want to do. And then getting that strength and courage to go for it. Because that's where your talents should be directed. Okay, so that's where, is that how I want to say that? That's, yeah, I think that's how I want to say that. Yeah, like growing and expanding your talents in that area so that you can gain financial reward. Okay. All right, so I just want to look at anything else for like ninth house, because traditionally it's more about higher education, travel, philosophical beliefs, stuff like that. So anything else for the ninth house, please? Thank you. All right. Okay. Yeah, so I feel like you are prepared for anything that you want to do. If it is traveling, if it is gaining higher education, you are definitely prepared. You think you're not ready. You think you need to do all of these things and learn all of these things. But this is your guidance, your higher self speaking to you, saying you have everything that you need already. It's just about what do you want and how do you want to get started. Let's go. And again, with not focusing on what others are doing or your competition or what others are saying about you, and instead focusing on your gifts and your talents and growing and expanding them and what makes you feel good and is fun to you. Okay, that's what this is about. All right, so we have Earth here with persistence, patience, and practicality. So that's what's going to get you there. Okay, and we talked about this already. I said all of these things already about accomplishing your goals here, so we've said that, and that could absolutely apply to you developing your talents, also with higher education and travel. So apply it in any of those areas or other areas, because it's coming out here as something that's going to help you be successful in 2025. Okay, so let's move to 10th house with career. What do we have for career? Okay, all right. So I feel like I'm hearing immediately like you will need to decide what it is that you truly want for yourself and what path you want to go down. Do you want to stay in the matrix with the 9 to 5, or do you want to explore your spiritual gifts and talents, or another area that you really want to, like another creative area, like painting, drawing, sculpting? Like, yeah, what do you feel passionate about doing? This is about choosing between the two and letting go of the one that you don't want anymore. And this is all for success and guiding you and leading you towards success and your life purpose. And I do completely understand that you cannot say like, oh, I don't want the 9 to 5. I don't want to be in the matrix no more. I'm done. And, you know, like I get that the average person cannot necessarily say that. You need to have like a little bit of a financial foundation set forth before you do that. But, you know, there's nothing wrong with you, and there's nothing stopping you from working on it in the meantime, from working on that financial foundation and also working on your spiritual gifts. Okay, let's So what influence do we have here? Open-minded, objectivity, and learning. Yes, absolutely. So even though you have everything that you need with you, we're always constantly expanding and growing, and this is really what's going to help you to be successful. Continuing to learn, being open-minded, allowing your creativity to incorporate your activities. Okay, I love that. Being light, airy, letting it flow. I love all that. Alright, so let's move to 11th house and see what we have going on with our friends. What do we have going on with friends? Alright, okay, so yeah, there may be some organizations or institutions that are significant to you this year. Yeah, so I would say to definitely choose them wisely, because they will have an impact on your decisions and how you feel. Okay, so if it's like, just as an example, you've always had religion A, and lately you've been exploring and you want to maybe incorporate another religion, or you're thinking about switching religions, explore it. Open your mind to it, be open to it, and then make a decision. Okay, because I feel like you're going to find the one for you. And that's just an example. Maybe this is about spirituality and being spiritual, which is different than religion. But, you know, like wanting to explore that, expand that, connect with other like-minded individuals. Find communities out there that support what you believe in. That's what this is about. Finding that soul family and being open to that soul family, and being open to the teaching and the messages that are part of that group and that thing that you do want to explore. All right, and we have 10th house influence here with structure, discipline, life mission, accomplishments, and career. Yeah, absolutely. So I feel like this is tied in some way to your life mission. And we spoke at depth about spirituality, and you growing and expanding that and working on your spiritual gifts and your creativity. So yeah, doing that is going to help you to be you and to be more of who you authentically are. I love that. So that is your confirmation right there. And again, with that 10th house influence, this could be tied to that financial gain and benefit, and you being financially free. It's a win-win-win-win-win. Okay, so let's move to our 12th house with spirituality. Let's see what we have. Thank you. Oh, love it. Love it. So I feel like you're going to continue to grow and expand your spirituality, and what's going to help you there is to allow yourself the time that you need to heal, to replenish yourself, body, mind, and soul, to recuperate, to fill your cup. Allow yourself that time that you need and get back into those spiritual care practices. So, excuse me, I'm hearing like meditation, of course, as always, journaling, getting out into nature, working out. Yeah, all of those things. Okay, so all of those self-care practices, it's about getting back into them, and that helping to raise your vibration. All right, so we have the moon influence here with satisfying your emotional needs, nurturing yourself and others. That's what we just said about filling your cup, making sure that your cup is filled so that you can pour from it into others. Okay, I love that. And we're going to get some messages here for the entire year to help us out. All right, so we have guilt. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. I love this. I love this. Here's these beliefs, these burdens, this toxic shit, all that you're letting go of to reach your destination and to reach your goals. We have make each day count. Someone needs to hear that. That's self-explanatory. Okay. We have cosmic power, recognizing who you are. and that this is just a blip in your existence. Okay, so recognize your power. Get that strength to step up as the leader that you are. Okay, so I want to get 4. Okay, so we have sympathy, pure intent, sincerity, and wisdom. Yeah, these are all those key words that are going to help you this year be successful. I love it. That authenticity showing through, that compassion, those divine feminine qualities and energies coming through. Gaining that wisdom as you're performing, as you're executing, and utilizing it to make better choices. More and more choices that are aligned with who you are and who you want to be, and the path that you're going down. Okay, so what do we have here? So we have taking risks. Okay, we have deceit. We have pleasure. And then we have the garden and the gate. All right, so yeah, I think this is definitely a message to just be mindful of the risks that you are taking. And I'm not sure if it's this video or if it was the Scorpio that I was talking about. When it comes to taking risks, like take calculated risks, not just like anything, any old thing that you think might work. Like, oh, that sounds like a good idea, I'm just go ahead and do it. No, that's not what we're saying here. We're talking about calculated risks that make sense, that you've researched, that you've maybe run across somebody or, you know, more than one person and got different opinions and ideas. You've asked questions and you got like legitimate answers that make sense and it feels good to you. Okay, those are the type of risks that we're talking about taking, because you have the opportunity to be deceived in some way, and for somebody to, you know, have a mask on and be trying to get you to do something or invest in something that, or like be with you in some way romantically or what have you. What have you. Just apply this as it makes sense. But yeah, there's somebody there that doesn't have your best interest in mind. So it's a good idea to just really process things in your own way and run it through your own heart space and your intuition and your higher self before you're making a decision. I love that. All right, so yeah, this is you stepping into a new portal of pleasure, comfort, fulfillment, success, and I've given you a lot of information to help you get there. I love it. I love it. All right, so just to close this out, let's get a couple. This is a lot. Oh, well, all right, we'll just go with it. All right, so we have major life change. Time is right for major life changes, as a new lifestyle or location brings great joy and a trouble-free existence. I love that. I feel like we did talk about that. You potentially being in a different location. If not, then here it is. It's an option. All right, so we have I am free to make my wishes come true. Absolutely. Absolutely. We have patience. Wait for the fruit to ripen. Yeah, so this is about like not taking, like just like I said, you know, somebody coming up, and this is just an example, but you know, with like, ooh, I think we can do this and it's gonna make this, so I just need this from you. Yeah, have that patience to do that research and to really run it again through your heart space and your intuition. All right, so we have transcendence. With transcend your mind's limitations and allow your soul's light to truly shine. I love that, because we talked about opening yourself up even more to receive even more messages. Okay, and more guidance. So we have red rose, courage, be brave, be strong, and believe. I love that message. It's self-explanatory. And I believe we talked about having that courage to step forward and make those changes and create that plan and take those practical steps toward accomplishing your goals. So we have North Star. Withhold your ground and shine bright and unwavering. Let that light come through and shine on the deceit and the bullshit and stuff that's just not working for you, and allow yourself the courage and the strength and the bravery to let that stuff go. Okay, so we have destiny with the third eye chakra, and fluorite is mentioned here. So if you have that, that may be beneficial to meditate with it or to carry it around with you this year. So we have destiny with follow your instincts. They lead to the truth. I love it because that's what we preach, using your intuition to receive those downloads and messages and go by how you feel. So we have every day I bring radical self-love to my mind, body, and spirit. And then we have idle hours. Take some time out to lie on the emerald grass. So we have our relaxation, contemplation, reflection here as well. But then we also have that action and taking care of yourself, body, mind, and spirit, and taking the steps necessary to achieve your goals. All right, Pisces, those are the messages I have for you. Please subscribe, like, and share this video, and leave me a comment to let me know how it resonates. Happy 2025. Thanks so much for watching. Take care, and we'll talk soon.